Hey boys and girls. Alright, today we're going to review on the steps for dividing a decimal by a decimal. So, it's very similar to doing long division. We just have a couple extra steps at the beginning. So I'm going to show you 4 steps to follow that will help you divide any decimal by decimal. I think I need to move my picture up here. Alright, so in our example we're going to do 0.98 divided by 0.2. Our first step is we're going to multiply the divisor by a power of 10 to make it a whole number. Our divisor is 0.2. And to know what power of 10 to multiply by, you think, how many place values come after my decimal? Well, the 2 is in the 10th place. So I need to have one place value jump. So I'm going to multiply by 10 to the first power. 0.2 times 10 to the first power would make my decimal jump one place value to the right, giving me the number 2. And 2 is a whole number. Step 2 is very simple. Now I'm going to multiply my dividend, 0.98, times the exact same power of 10 that I used to multiply my divisor. Now, that is very important that the divisor and dividend are multiplied by the same power of 10 to keep things even. Otherwise, your quotient will be off. So I use 10 to the first power to multiply my divisor. So I do 0.98 times 10 to the first power. Your decimal would jump one place value, and give me the number 9.8. Our third step is we need to now rewrite our division problem. Instead of having 0.98 divided by 0.2, we'll now have our new dividend, 9.8, divided by 2. And now we're dividing by a whole number 2. And our last step is to simply go through and divide like normal. When I would do 9.8 divided by 2, showing all my work, I'd end up with 4.9. So those are our 4 steps. Now we're going to do a couple, and I'm going to actually show step 4. But I'm going to get out of here. And we have the problem 8.4 divided by 0.3. So I'm going to go ahead and do my first step. My dividend, or my divisor, is 0.03. So I'm going to do 0.03 multiplied by 10. But I have to think of what power of 10. Once again, decimal, 10th, 100th. 2 place values after my decimal. So I need to go 10 to the second power. By doing that, my decimal will jump 1, 2 place values, and 300ths times 10 to the second power gives me the whole number 3. Okay, remember step 2 was to multiply my dividend, 8.4, times the exact same power of 10. Remember, I don't really care what 8.4 is. It doesn't matter how many place values are after its decimal. I'm going to multiply by 10 to the second power. Now to do that, I'm going to show it actually over here. Oops. Well. When 8.4 is times by 10 to the second power, it's 2 jumps. 1. But remember, when we don't have any other number to jump or a place value, you annex a 0. Remember, annexing a 0 is adding a 0 in a place value so we may jump it. 2. Which I'm left with 840. Step 3 is going to be rewriting my problem. 840 divided by 3. Remember, this was my new dividend. This was our new divisor. And then step 4 is I'm going to solve. So to solve, I'm going to show my work right here. And I'm going to write it so I can solve using standard algorithm. 840 divided by 3. So I'll go through my steps of division. And if you ever forget those are also 4 steps. I divide, I multiply, I subtract, and then I'm drop or I'm done. So I look at 8. 8 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. And now drop. The next place value was the 4. And I have the number 24 now. Remember, anytime you drop, you must divide. 24 divided by 3, 8. Multiply. 8 times 3 was 24. Subtracting. 24 minus 24 is 0. You drop the next place value. And I have the new number 0. The big thing to remember is I dropped a place value. So I must divide. Even if it's a 0, I have to divide since I dropped the place value. So 0 divided by 3 is 0. 0 times 3 is 0. And of course, 0 minus 0 is 0. Now, on this time, I've finished subtracting, and I go to drop, and there's no number here. So if I don't have anything to drop, and I don't have anything left over, I am done. And there is my answer. So we could actually look back at our original problem and say 8.4 divided by 0.3 equals 280.